Mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Am I loud? Am I clear? Is anybody out there? Ladies and gentlemen, the name's International Stacker. We're about to be live in 9 minutes and 35 seconds covering the breaking gold and silver news, helping you read the tea leaves. And boy, oh boy, is today a big day with PPI. We've got all kinds of breaking gold and silver news. We're going to watch the COMEX day trading session pick up. We're going to watch the Shanghai Futures Exchange market open. If you're ready, smash that like button. We're only 39 away from 100. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're on X, go please like and retweet and repost that on X. We're about to break it down here, 9 minutes and 5 seconds. Who's ready? Let me know in chat. Thank you, Real Bill, for the golden pick. Who ate lettuce this week?
In the borders.
Who's ready? Thank you, Real Bill, for the jewels. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to be live in 7 minutes and 55 seconds, breaking the gold and silver news, helping you read the tea leaves. We're going to look at the watch out situations for today, ladies and gentlemen. And boy, oh boy, do you need to be watching out. Thank you, JCH, for those Chili Pepper and Feature Motive for the jewels, and FAA for the jewels. Thank you so much. We'll be live in 7 minutes and 40 seconds. Wow! Jeff Stout gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much. Congratulations, Blizzy, Saint, Roy, MN, and Ryan. Congratulations. Check out your new emojis and say thank you to Jeff. Let's go! Get him up, get him up, get him up. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to be live in 7 minutes and 10 seconds covering the breaking gold and silver news, helping you read the tea leaves. We're going to watch the COMEX day trading session pick up. We're going to watch the Shanghai Futures Exchange and stock market open. Thank you, Master Blaster, for gifting that membership to Grills. Ladies and gentlemen, smash the like button if you're ready. We're 30 away from 100. It's about to go down. And Real Bill says, no matter what, it's a great day to stack. And I've got a question for you. Are you still stacking? We got Barbara in chat saying, my claw got stuck in a chandelier. How do I get out? Barbara, you just keep stacking. Ladies and gentlemen, they told me I was insane when silver was $13 an ounce. And now they're telling me I'm even crazier, but I know the fundamentals haven't changed. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe if I have the intestinal fortitude to see the way through, I will be dancing in the street. Who's still stacking? Who's going to be dancing with me? Who's unshaken? Let me know right now in chat. Let's go, let's go. Thank you, Gary, for the jewels. Wow. I'm on one today, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to be live in just 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Thank you to JC and dropping in silver for some jewels. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up. It's about to go down. The breaking gold and silver news, helping you read the tea leaves. We're going to watch COMEX day trading session open up. We're going to watch Shanghai. It's going to go down. It's going to go down. And Jimmy Reefer says the National Firearms Act was gutted today. Why stacking suppressors? Well, don't forget, a lot has to happen. That's the NFA. You still have the Gun Control Act, I think, of 1969, Jimmy Reefer. So don't go start stacking them yet. You'll get in trouble. Just out, thank you so much for the $5 super chat saying, let's get it shipped. All right, guys, we're going to do a gold countdown, a gold here during the countdown for the Mega Ga shipping. Hold up. It's going to be expensive. Here we go. We got a gold going right now during the countdown. We're going to be live in 4 minutes and 30 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Buckle up. 14 likes from 100. Let's smash it up, ladies and gentlemen. Silver Dimension says, I need soup. If you can, eat soup for breakfast. Whoa. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to be live in 4 minutes and 10 seconds covering the breaking gold and silver news, helping you read the tea leaves. We're going to watch the COMEX day trading session pick up. We're going to watch the Shanghai Future Exchange Market open. Who's ready?
Maps and clues, giveaways tonight.
Future Motive and Bob, thank you for the jewels.
Shining bright. Roll the dice, take a chance. Treasure calls, we're in a dance.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Silver shines, gold's the glow. Stack it high.
Yes!
Watch it grow.
Let's go! Thank you, JC, for the jewels.
Feel the thrill. International, stack 'em that mill. So hit that slow. Join the quest.
Thank you, Jeff Stout, for the jewels. Real Bill saying the COMEX eats lettuce. Wow. Thank you, Barbara, for the super chat for the shipping drive, saying shipped. Got the claw out just in time to ship the donation. Thank you so much. Mike D is dancing. Mike D, what dance are you doing, Mike D? Let us know. Are you doing the mashed potato? Are you doing the Running Man? Are you doing the, what was that called? The sprinkler? Are you doing the, mashed potato? The twist. Are you doing? No. Guys, is Mike D, the commander of the 160th Battle Crab Sword, doing the crab thrust? Break it down now. Who's sipping on Mrs. International Stacker coffee with me right now? Let me know. Real Bill, thank you for the super chat saying ship it, baby. Whoa. Okay, guys, here's the situation. We're 8 likes away from 100. We've got 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Let's get a crab dance going right now if you're ready. C-R-A-B, not a C-R-A-P. Ladies and gentlemen, we're 2 minutes and 15 seconds away from covering the breaking gold and silver news, helping you read the tea leaves. If you're ready, smash the like button right now. Let's get a crab dance going right now. Drop a crab in chat if you're ready, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Here we go. Get your claws up. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, we're 1 minute and 45 seconds away from the breaking gold and silver news, helping you read the tea leaves. Who's ready? Who's ready for the Mega Ga? Who found the secret code? Thank you, Chasing That Milk, for the golden poop. Wow. Thank you, everybody. Get your claws up. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your 1 minute warning. What intro do you guys want? The old school, the little kid, the Mega Ga? Let me know. Let's go. Let's go, let's go. And silver is the key. Crustacean nation, dance with me. Let's go. Let's get it. 30 seconds. Dance with me. Dance with me. Dance with me. Dance with me. stacker on a journey to find silver. International Stacker. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Are you feeling funky this morning? The name's International Stacker, coming to you live from Key West, Florida, where I'm closer to Cuba than a Walmart. Where are you at in the world? What are you sipping on? I'm sipping on Mrs. International Stacker coffee, so be sure to let me know. And ladies and gentlemen, you're not going to believe it. That page just froze. I have to refresh. Okay, you're not going to believe it. We are at 69,726 subscribers. That means we're only 74 subscribers away from the next big show. And some say if you haven't seen the big show, you haven't lived. And thank you, Simon Adams, for subscribing. Ladies and gentlemen, my last two videos were bangers. This one with Jake from Hero Bullion, the CEO, beating the dealers at the Fun Coin Show. But this one, the Mega Ga, I'm giving away over 100 ounces of silver. And each of these bags is, up to 5-6 ounces of silver. Listen to this. There's gold in some of them. There's copper in all of them. There's other fun things. I'm giving away over 100 ounces of silver, 169 ounces of copper, and some gold. So make sure you subscribe because you don't want to miss the Mega Ga. A moderator will put that link in chat right now with the bot. So you got to sign up for the Mega Ga. Once you sign up for the Mega Ga, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you go to the Mega Ga live stream. It's here. It's live in 7 days. Click notification on and click the like button. Every year, somebody misses the Mega Ga because they slept through it. They forgot. They were roasting marshmallows. Whatever they were doing. I hear the stories all the time. I don't want you to become a statistic, so make sure you go right now. And not only sign up for the Mega Ga, but notify yourself and like for the live stream. Now, let's see how many people we have entered into the Mega Giveaway. We've got 14,123 entries. That's probably about 800 or 900 individual people that are entered right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, you have a great chance, and you also have a great chance for this. I soon am going to be auctioning off the one-of-a-kind. It is the error cork. It says AG 100, January 23rd. That's when silver broke 100 the first time. This is the cork I popped from my champagne bottle, but it's actually an error. It was the first one. It's a little stubby. It was a mess up, so I will be auctioning this off and splitting the proceeds with SGT Sacking. So let me put that in chat. This form, fill it out if you're interested in getting information on the auction. That's all it's for. You're not bidding. You're not buying it. It just says send me information when you figure out how you're going to auction it off. So I'll say error cork auction. I'll put that in chat right now. For anyone who's interested, just fill that form out. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the insanity that happened overnight with gold and silver. Well, first, silver, after gapping down last night at 6 p.m. Eastern, it went all the way up. Look at this. All the way up to $66.32. We did hit a low overnight, ladies and gentlemen, of about $64.21. We are on a second green candle in a row here at 65.05. We're down 0.41% on the trading session that started last night at 6 p.m. And ladies and gentlemen, I am happy to announce that we did fill that gap.
We filled that gap, turn the candle green, close that gap, stack silver with me. We filled that gap, turn the candle green, close that gap, stack silver with me.
And Chris Shimmick saying, I'm giving it a 4-to-1 odds that Mike D gets that error cork, and he takers. That's funny. We'll see who ends up with it. We'll see. Oh, and by the way, it does come with a golden ticket because every cork did come with the golden ticket. Okay, so silver's down 0.38% on last night. Let's take a look at what happened with gold, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you so much, Jolly Lollipop, for that $5 super chat. That means we're only 2 super chats away from our shipping Mega Ga goal for this morning. Mega Ga shipping is probably going to cost me like $1,000, so I do appreciate the support. Jolly Lollipop said, where did you get the idea for the Crustacean Nation? Did you at that one time at work on the crab boat in Eureka, California? No, I did not. Guys, if you have any questions about the channel lore, go to my website, internationalstacker.com. Not only can you see the live gold, silver, copper, platinum, palladium, and gold to silver ratios and prices any time of the day or night and manipulate the charts, but if you go here to channel lore, this talks about all the lore on the channel. And right here, actually talks about the rise, the crustaceans rise, the crustacean nation rises. So go read this and go watch that. That tells you where the crustacean nation came from and all the other memes on this channel. Guys, the memes and memeology and lore runs deep on the channel. Big thank you to Joseph for the super chat saying, ship my pants. Whoa! Okay, ladies and gentlemen, gold overnight gapped down and it made a rager overnights running up to 4,450.08. That's the highest we've been in a while here, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you, Hoya Guru, for gifting that membership to Jeff Istar. So anyways, it went up to 4450.08. That's pretty high. It went a low of 4364. Currently at a red count of 4,386.50. This is down 0.5% on the trading session that started last night. But ladies and gentlemen, I am happy to say we filled that gap.
We filled that gap, turn the candle green, close that gap, stack silver with me. We filled that gap, turn the candle green, close that gap, stack silver with me.
Now here with gold being down about 0.5% on the trading session, it is back above the simple moving average for 50. The 200 simple moving average is right above it. Silver, the same scenario here, and it looks like silver might soon be taking out that 200 simple moving average. Let's go ahead and kind of mark that location there, and we will monitor this as the stream unfolds here, ladies and gentlemen. Let me put up a few intermediary targets here for us to hit. But ladies and gentlemen, all this means that gold to silver ratio is coming down 67.42 ounces of silver for every ounce of gold on the gold to silver ratio. And right here, the big La Bamba overnight, the Shanghai Futures Exchange hit a high of 74.66, almost hitting that 75 level. It hit a low of 72.88 and it closed on a green candle at 73.06. We will be watching this open up together live. So the question at that time is going to be, are you team green or are you team red? So we will come back to the charts here and do that. Now, I'm about to cover the breaking gold and silver news, ladies and gentlemen. But remember, we will be coming back here to the charts at 8:15 a.m. Eastern to 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is what we colloquially around here call the danger zone. So let's do that. Okay, so we'll be back here for that. So if you got questions, I won't see them while I'm doing the news, so save them for me. SGT says you should write a kid's book for bedtime on the rise of the crustacean nation. That would be freaking funny, SGT. That would be hilarious. It sells like 10 million copies. I'm like, guys, we did it. My ship came in. The Mega God this time is 5,000 ounces. Speaking about Mega God, guys, I'm giving away 100 ounces of silver, 169 ounces of copper and gold. So subscribe. You're not going to want to miss that. Okay. Somebody Dominique Travon said chat was moving too quick. So I'm going to try a test here. This is only a test of the emergency broadcast system. I'm going to put on a very small slow mode. And you guys, I'm going to do a 2-second one. Let me know if this helps for your reading pleasure. If you guys hate the 2-second slow mode, we'll take a poll here in 10 minutes. If you guys hate it, I'll put it back. But if you love it, we'll keep it. So this is a little tester of the emergency slowdown system. And we're going to need it for the Megaga. That's for sure. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to jump into the breaking gold and silver news. And in 9.5 minutes, we will be back to the charts for the danger zone. Okay. First piece of breaking news here. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, gold and silver could have a huge week. Here's what could move prices. Gold and silver weekly watchouts. So we did Tuesday. We did yesterday. And by the way, Tuesday was bullish slightly for gold and silver. Yesterday was bullish slightly to medium for gold and silver. Let's see what happens today. Well, here is the big one, ladies and gentlemen. We've got July PPI and core PPI today at 8:30. So this is going to happen while we're live, okay? Also, initial jobless claims is going to happen right then, so that's two big catalysts. At 1 p.m. will be the 30-year Treasury auction. What does all this mean? Well, if you go to my website, internationalstacker.com, you click right here on news and blogs, and you go right here to my last weekly watch out. I put it out usually every Sunday, unless I'm being a bad boy. Come here and click on that. It will load up, and it literally breaks down everything in detail about the gold and silver watchouts. So let's see here what we got on Wednesday. No, today is Thursday. Man, it's going quick, guys. We're almost to the weekend again. Okay, Thursday. So, one day after the CPI yesterday, we get another major inflation report, PPI, the Producer Price Index. It measures changes in the prices businesses receive for goods and services, giving us a look at inflationary pressure earlier in the supply chain. Core PPI strips out more volatile components to give a clearer picture of the underlying inflation. So what's going to be bullish for us today? If PPI is below expectations, pipeline inflation cools, treasury yields decline, US dollar weakens. If it exceeds, it's going to be bearish. Now, if it meets expectations, that's going to be neutral to slightly bullish for silver. Okay, so that's what we're looking at. Now, guys, I have more information on that, so come here and read it. But the important note here is the stagflation conversation could get much louder if CPI and PPI both cool after Friday's weak jobs report. The market could have a stronger argument that the Fed has room to ease. But if both come in hot, well, they didn't. So I guess the stagflation conversation is dead. Okay. Initial jobless claims at 8:30. We're going to be looking at this. They suddenly do matter more. Why? Because Friday's last week's jobs report raised serious questions about the strength of the labor market, ladies and gentlemen. Now traders will be looking at this report for confirmation of what the heck is going on. So that's going to be a big one today. We're going to be covering that at 8:30. I have my take. I have a bunch of information, but what's bullish? If claims rise materially, that's bullish for us there. Federal Reserve speakers, no. Okay, 30-year Treasury bond. We did the 10-year. We did the 20-year. This could be another sleeper event. Long-duration Treasury demand gives us a direct look at investors' willingness to hold U.S. government debt for decades. In simple terms, if the government is selling 30-year bonds to raise money and the auction results show how much interest investors demand to lock up their money for 30 years. Strong demand could help pull bond yields lower, while weak demand could push them higher. So what we want to see with that is a strong demand, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let's go to the next piece of breaking news. I spent a lot of time on that. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, China's top investment bank, the gold bull market is not over. As broken down by Oriental Ghost on X, China's International Capital Coordination Bank just published a very bullish article and outlook on gold. The gold bull market is not over, ladies and gentlemen. The bank says that recent correction has opened a window to increase gold allocation and recommends investors continue to overweight gold, which means hold more. Why, ladies and gentlemen? Global central bank gold buying remains extremely strong. High U.S. debt deficits and policy uncertainty continue to make confidence in the dollar weaker. A looser global monetary environment could ease pressure on real rates and the dollar, ladies and gentlemen. The broader de-dollarization and reserve diversification trend is not over. And remember who CIC is. It's one of China's leading investment banks and is state-backed. It's owned by Citro Hujin, however you say that. They're big. They're basically the Chinese Communist Party. So, ladies and gentlemen, while China continues to eliminate physical gold, on one of its top investment banks is effectively saying the gold bull market isn't finished yet, ladies and gentlemen, and to stay overweight gold. That's pretty bullish. The article's there if you want to go read that. Here we go. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the White House put out this video and this post on the critical minerals roundtable that we streamed here live, but I wanted to break down all... Oh, music's... Sorry. I'm sorry. I pumped the music up for the intro and I forgot to turn it back down. I'm sorry about that. I'll take 5 lashes with a wet noodle, and each like on the like button is actually a lashing by the wet noodle, and we're 30 away from 200, so the next 30 people to smash like good luck for 40 years.
It's science.
Okay, so back to this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry, I was blowing your eardrums out. So the White House. Okay, so I wanted to break down all the moves that the administration has taken that build the bull case for not only critical minerals, but silver. Something big is happening with silver, ladies and gentlemen, and the U.S. government. The White House is highlighting some of its largest investments made in American history, but this is just the latest move in a much bigger trend. So here's everything that happened. I'm not going to read everything word to word, but look at this. January 25. Thank you for the 10 lashings. Whoa. Guys, we just hit the Mega Gosh shipping goal. Thank you, Joseph, for those lashings with that wet noodle. Okay. So January, we had an executive order. Okay, these are all pro for critical minerals, including silver. So January 25, we had an executive order. March, April, May, we had the expedited mining projects. April, we had another executive order of 25. Another executive order right after that in April. June, we had the presidential memorandum streamline coordinated federal funding and critical minerals projects. That October, we had allied frameworks and MOU starting. And November 25, silver, copper, and uranium became on the critical minerals list. January of 26, okay, so now we're here in this year. Section 232 was started. That had language on price floors. February, Project Vault, which was a strategic critical minerals stockpile businesses. February of this year, Critical Minerals Ministerial was held. Also February, Allied Action Plans started to be agreed to, and they included price floor mechanisms. July, we had another executive order. July, we also had a presidential determination elevated recycling for gold and silver, keeping it in the United States. August, we had the White House Mining Roundtable. Guys, look at all this stuff. All the dominoes that have been falling. And ladies and gentlemen, the bull run in gold and silver have been picking up and accelerating. Look at this. This is back in January 25. This started. Whatever your politics are, ladies and gentlemen, and we keep political statements out of the chat. We focus here on what unites us, physical gold and physical silver, but I cover the geopolitics, which could affect it. But no matter your politics, one thing's certain. Washington's approach to strategically important minerals has changed dramatically, and silver now officially is inside that policy framework. We're talking quicker permitting, financing, stockpiling, recycling, allied supply chains, reference pricing, schools, and even price floors. What's to come down the road, ladies and gentlemen? I don't know for sure, but I could tell you this. I'll be here, and evidently it's safe to eat the lettuce! Per Newsmax, acting FDA Commissioner Kyle D says, ladies and gentlemen, you can eat the lettuce now. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't trust it. I won't be eating lettuce for at least another couple of weeks. Who's with me? Are you abstaining from lettuce, or are you a lettuce eater? Let me know in chat right now. And Real Bill says, when the aerobic craze was in full swing, I just drank beer and laughed. There you go, Real Bill. Okay, here's the next piece of, wait. We'll come back to this news, but first off, we're about to enter the danger zone. Okay, we're about to enter the danger zone here, guys. And what the danger zone? Don't worry, I've got 5 or 4 more news articles I'm going to cover. And guys, the biggest news I haven't covered yet. The biggest news I haven't covered yet, so go nowhere. But from 8:15 a.m. Eastern to 8:30 a.m. Eastern is colloquially known as the danger zone. That's when the big bankers like to attack us. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be starting here. I'm going to be counting it down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now in the danger zone. I need you to grab your battle stations. Grab your battle stations. I need the 160th Battle Crab Soar to rally. I need the 42nd Battle Crab to rally. Where are the Quilted Crustaceans at in the 69th Chaps Brigade? I need you all to take the line. I'm going in!
Dudley! Smith! A fallen hard with one arm! Wow. Oh my God! And then he slammed. Oh no, he's not! Major choke slam!
Thank you, Barbara, for that $2 super chat saying no lettuce for you. Okay, so I got a question in chat right now. Do you like the 2-second slowdown in chat? Has it made it easier for you guys to read stuff, to interact, for the chat not to move as quick? If you like it, put 1 in chat. If you don't like it, put 2 in chat. Let's see. And thank you, Jeff Stout, for the golden poop. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're fighting here, and there's something you taught me in Boca Raton, Florida, that some scientists on the channel found out works 90% of the time, every time, to turn a red candle green or a green candle to a BGC. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do it live, the Baby Gator. Okay, I'm going to try to do the Baby Gator noise. Here we go. How do you do the Baby Gator noise? I don't know. Whoa, what was that? It was a giant lizard just jumped. That thing was massive. I thought I actually summoned an alligator for a second there. That thing was massive. Okay, guys, we're going to come back here to the danger zone and see how the Baby Gator materializes. But real quick, I got some more breaking news for you, and so this is some big news. AI boom or bust? Could silver win either way, ladies and gentlemen? I watched a fascinating video breakdown by Felix Prin, this gentleman here. I watched an interesting video breakdown from him, connecting the massive AI build-out to something almost nobody links to NVIDIA, gold and silver. It's an interesting take and thought exercise. Here's his core thesis. And guys, let me know if you agree with this core thesis. Let me know. So here's his core thesis. NVIDIA has partnered with major Wall Street firms to help mobilize $500 billion of third-party capital to finance AI infrastructure tied to its ecosystem. At the same time, major hyperscalers are expected to spend roughly $750 billion with a B on CapEx, and CapEx stands for capital expenses. We're talking data centers, servers, chips, power infrastructure, et cetera, in 26 this year. Now, those same companies issued $115 billion in debt in quarter one of 2026 alone. That's already more than all of 2025 combined. The cost of insuring NVIDIA's debt against default has doubled. Here's the thesis he makes, ladies and gentlemen. Investors are crowded into AI, while precious metals and miners are left sitting on the opposite side of the trade. Guys, they're so sad they're alone. They're so sad. The potential chain looks like this. AI mania, massive debt spending and debt, something breaks, credit stress, policy makers potentially inject liquidity, too big to fail type thing, think 2008. Capital could rotate towards gold, silver, and miners. And here's the interesting part for silver. If the AI boom eventually breaks, a resulting monetary response could benefit gold and silver. But if it doesn't happen, if AI keeps booming, the data center, electronics, and power build-out could also add additional industrial demand for silver. So two very different outcomes, yet silver could potentially benefit from both of them. The sheer scale of capital, debt, and financial engineering flowing into AI is something precious metals investors should be watching closely, and I will keep covering it here on the channel, ladies and gentlemen. You can rest assured for that. Okay, let's go to this day in sound money history. August 13th has a wild history with gold and silver, ladies and gentlemen. Today marks three major moments in U.S. monetary history. Let's take a trip on back to 1890. The U.S. Treasury began buying 4.5 million ounces of silver every month. The purchase provisions of the Sherman Silver Purchase Act took effect, requiring massive monthly silver purchases paid for with Treasury notes. Over the next 3 years, the Treasury would purchase more than 161 million fine ounces of silver. 1934, Roosevelt directed the Treasury to issue silver certificates against qualifying silver held by the government. So first they stacked it, and now they have silver certificates. They were 1s, 5s, 10s, 20s, and even 100s. In other words, physical silver held by the Treasury was explicitly backing the issuance of paper currency. So you could roll in there with your silver certificate, and they had to give to the bearer upon demand that much money in physical silver and physical gold, right? But we're talking about physical silver here, what Roosevelt did in 1934. Let's jump forward to 1971. President Nixon held a secret meeting before the gold window officially closed. It was at Camp David with top economic officials. We're talking Arthur Burns and Paul Volcker. If you remember him, he was the... Wait. I'm blanking out. Was he the Federal Reserve Chair or was he the Treasury Secretary? I think he was the Guys, help me. Was Volcker super famous in monetary history? Was he the chair or was he the Treasury Secretary? Anyways, they meant to confront the international monetary crisis and gold losses. Just 2 days later, ladies and gentlemen, Nixon suspended the dollar's convertibility into gold temporarily, ending foreign governments' ability to exchange dollars for U.S. gold at the official rate. Now, ladies and gentlemen, he kind of had to do this. Federal Reserve Chair. Thank you, Craig. I thought that's what it was. Thank you. He had to do this, and here's why. After World War II and the Bretton Woods system, every currency around the world was tied to the U.S. dollar, and the U.S. dollar was anchored to gold. But guess what we did, ladies and gentlemen? We were slippery little salamanders, and we made more dollars than we had gold for. It was called rehypothecation. Went from like 1 to 1, then 1 to 5, then 1 to 10. And all these governments started to find out. And the president of France really found out. He has a famous speech on it. So they started shipping us U.S. dollars and taking the physical gold. So we essentially had a run on the bank. So because we were slippery little salamanders and rehypothecated to oblivion, and governments and countries found that out and were exploiting it, Nixon really had no other choice. Otherwise, all of our gold would have been gone. I'm not saying it's the right thing per se. I'm saying his hands were tied and he had to do that. Think about the progression, ladies and gentlemen. Governments buying silver, currency issued against the silver, dollar gold's convertibility suspended, money changed dramatically across those 81 years, ladies and gentlemen, and it continues to change today. And us silver and gold stackers, we know the hack. We're on the inside. We're like in the Matrix. Is it the green pill they take, the blue pill? I don't know. It's some sort of pill, but we are outside the system. And here's an update from Josh Fair. He is the CEO of Scottsdale Silver. I watched the whole thing, and I've got notes on it, so you don't have to. Let me let you know what happened with his big update. Breaking, a big money is piling into gold and silver while retail sleeps, ladies and gentlemen. Josh Fair, CEO of Scottsdale Mint, just gave a very interesting update on what he's seen inside the physical gold and silver market. Now, this guy knows a lot. He moves tons of gold and silver every year. He's got a depository that states use and other big entities use. He's got the inside. He knows what's going on. He was giving critical updates almost daily when the gold and silver was just going ham. So here's his update. Okay. And one of the things that jumped out at me, ladies and gentlemen, he says the big money is buying while retail buyers are asleep. According to Fair, institutional accumulation has continued even through the recent gold and silver correction, including central banks, large funds, and major companies. Since late July into August, he says buying from the really wealthy and well-heeled has been ramping up. Ladies and gentlemen, I guess they have giant heels. Meanwhile, he says the retail market really hasn't woken up yet. In China, they are loading up on gold over again. And we just read that story. We just covered that story on China and them telling everyone to load up on gold, literally the lead investment bank. Noting that governments can acquire. So Fair also made the point that we see the actual reported numbers of stockpiling of governments, but governments, including China, are stockpiling gold, and we don't even see that data. It doesn't show up in official central bank figures because it's strategic. He's also seen metal physically move. He says his Wyoming Reserve business has been busy moving metal from overseas into the United States as owners reconsider where they want their assets stored and what risks they want them exposed to. His most interesting observation may be what comes next, ladies and gentlemen. It does feel like buyers are back, says Josh Fair. He believes future dips will be bought based on what he's currently seeing, and he thinks that over the coming months, we could once again be talking about gold and silver shortages. You remember those days, guys? In various parts of the world. Remember, the public often piles into a trade after prices start running. If Fair is right, some of the biggest buyers may already be accumulating while retail remains on the sidelines. The question is, ladies and gentlemen, are the whales positioning before the next big major phase up in gold and silver? Are you still stacking? Are you sitting on the sidelines? Let me know in chat right now. Here's the last piece of breaking news. Ladies and gentlemen, gold and silver just bottomed. $70 silver could be next. Jordan Ray Bryan of the Daily Gold just laid out a very bullish case for precious metals, combining technicals, sentiment, historical analogs, and fundamentals. Here are some of the biggest takeaways from the video. And guys, in all my posts, I always have the video down at the bottom, or I always have the post to the article down the bottom if you're going to want to go read or watch it yourself. And this is a good one to watch because they show charts, so you should watch it. But here's some of his biggest takeaways. Silver technicals target is $68. He says once we hit that, 70 will be acting like a magnet. Gold is targeting $4,500 with 48 potentially coming into play if strength continues, ladies and gentlemen. Both gold and silver have formed bullish inverse head and shoulders patterns. And he points that out on screen. Historically, comparisons with major gold corrections in 73, 06, and 08 suggests the recent decline looks remarkably similar to corrections within previous secular bull markets. Gold stock rallies this powerful, ladies and gentlemen, follow major declines, and we just had a major decline. They've historically been incredibly bullish, but not something you necessarily want to fade. Then there's China. We're hearing a lot about China again, ladies and gentlemen. The video argues that China is aggressively buying and repeatedly appeared around major gold bottoms. So whenever gold goes low, China's stacking, and they're still stacking right now, which means they think it's at a low. Thank you, Fat Ginger, for gifting those 5 memberships. And went to Kiki, Paul, Coin, Randy, and Keith. Congratulations. Say thank you to Fat Ginger and check out your new custom channel member emojis. So, ladies and gentlemen, perhaps the most importantly, the market may be moving away from fear of significantly tighter Fed policy. I've been calling it since Warsh was named. I believe a Fed rate is coming and not a hike, and now the market's starting to buy it. If the Fed doesn't deliver on rate hikes, remember, the market's priced them in. Remember that. If the Fed doesn't deliver on rate hikes, markets previously feared, while China keeps accumulating physical gold, did we just witness the correction end before the next big leg higher? This is worth watching, ladies and gentlemen. It's Jordan and Vince Lancy. It is a good one. Some would call it a banger. Okay, let's go back here to the breaking gold and silver charts. And ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be leaving the danger zone in just about 2 minutes. So this is your 2-minute warning out of the danger zone. Then 30 minutes after that, we're going to be watching right here the Shanghai Future Exchange market open. And Rob in chat says August 13, 1898, U.S. Treasury began purchasing silver under the Dingley Tariff Act, reshaping silver's role in U.S. monetary history. Global. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. What are my... But I covered the Sherman. Hold up. Let's fact check them. Let's fact check them. Is that exact date? 1898. No, 1890. So in 1890 was the Sherman Silver Purchase Act. Interesting. Interesting. Thank you for that. Okay. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, we're 34 likes away from 300. Can we make this a 300 like stream? Call me the little engine that could, because I think we can. And guys, we've got hungry crustaceans in chat. I'm happy to say the soup kitchen has been opened.
Open the kitchen. We've got hungry crustaceans.
And don't forget, we've got the big, beautiful bounty. So not only am I giving away 100 ounces of silver, 169 ounces of copper, and some gold. Guys, all you got to do is subscribe and hit the like button on this, but subscribe. And then a mod right now is going to put in the link right now to the the mega giveaway. You got to go watch that video to enter. But I also have this big, beautiful bounty here. It's got a pocket pinger. It's got silver. It's got gold. It's got the rare diamond claw. It's got one of my the first prototype ever from Reckless Metals, like this Rolo. It's got all this stuff in here, ladies and gentlemen. And also, I'm happy to announce in the big, beautiful bounty, SGT stacking. So basically, it's soup. Soup is a gifted membership. Whoever gives the membership that Kaltenberg gets, they win that big, beautiful. They claim the big, beautiful bounty. They're bounty hunters, okay? SGT stacking made a special pour. It's 1 ounce. I'm not allowed to look at it, but that is in that chest. So even if you won today, it's not here yet. You're going to win it. But when it gets here, ladies and gentlemen, I'm putting it in the chest, and we're not allowed to look at it until the big, beautiful bounty is won. So the question is, are you going to win the big, beautiful bounty? And ladies and gentlemen, silver just had 2 BGCs taking out our next target. It appears the baby gator is working.
It's science.
Just hit a high here of 65.29. We're going to keep watching. Thank you, Master Blaster, for gifting that membership. It went to Becky. Congratulations, Becky. Wow. Let me take a sip of this coffee here. Oh, guys, don't forget, in the Megaga, in this video, there is a password. Aftermarket, and there's only 50,000 of them. And there is a password between 3 minutes and we'll say 6 minutes. There is a password in there. It's not on the coins. It's not printed. It's a handwritten password that will be obvious when you see it, and it does give you a little advantage in the Megaga. So find the password. Christian Love says, are we sending some silver to that poor lady? I got to track that down, Christian. I got to track that down. I'm going to try to get that done today. Thank you. Oh, did the PPI drop? Yes, the PPI did drop. That's why we just saw that action. I forgot. Okay, here, let's see. Okay, PPI 0% month of, so it's less. PPI core is 2. The expectations was 3. PPI year over year 4.7, 4.9. Okay, let's make sure. Let's double check one more source. Yes. So U.S. PPI came in 4.7% versus 4.9. U.S. core, and then U.S. CPI yesterday was 4.2 is 4.2. So, ladies and gentlemen, remember, if you go back here to my weekly watch out situations, bullish for gold and silver, PPI if it's below expectations. Well, we literally just saw PPI is below expectations. Wow. On the month over month, on the core, on the year over year, and the core year. Oh, no. Okay. So core year over year is 4.2%. The expectation on that was 4.1. So everything else is below except for the core on the year over year. Very interesting. And that's why we saw that immediate price action light right there, ladies and gentlemen. But also the initial jobless claims just came out. So let's look at that. So remember, with the initial jobless claims, that is another watch out today. Where are you? Hold up. Here. So we want to see claims rise materially. We want to see the claims to be higher. So expected initial jobless claims is 200K. Okay, we want it to be above that. So let's see here. Initial jobless. Hold up. Let's see. Yes! Yes! Initial jobless claims came in higher than expectations. That is bullish for silver and gold. So the first two watch outs this morning, ladies and gentlemen, are bullish for silver and gold. The PPI was lower than expectations. The job was higher. Ladies and gentlemen, all I can say is all the pieces of the puzzle are starting to fall in line. And they're going to support the Federal Reserve with my rate cut thesis. So how is chat, guys? Is it better with the 2-second degree? I know I asked you earlier, but what do you think? And Blame USA says, yes, jobless people. Okay, I'm not happy people are jobless, to be clear. I'm not happy to be, but if it's going to happen, I'm happy that it's bullish for gold and silver. Yay, everybody lost their job. No, I'm not happy about that. I'm not happy about that. You guys, it's all fake numbers. Honestly, it's all fake numbers anyway. But it's what the market reacts to. It's what the high frequency trading algorithms react to. So we're going to take it. We're going to celebrate it. Victor says, I don't even notice the delay. Nice. Much better. At first, I was going to say 5 seconds, but I think 5 seconds would be too long. I think 2 seconds is pretty dang good. Thank you, Big Texas Gator, guys. The Big Texas Gator, cousin of the Baby Gator, just gifted 5 memberships. That went to Asia. It went to SPC. It went to Elect. It went to ARM. It went to Apollo. And we just hit 20 gifted memberships. I hate to say it.
Please, sir, I want some more.
No soup for John.
Here's the soup.
We tried. No soup for John.
Good soup.
No soup for John.
No soup for you.
No soup for John. It's all
Woo! Dom says delay isn't really good enough, or delay isn't really enough because it doesn't matter at this point. I don't understand, Dom. Do you want it to be a little bit longer of a delay? I'm not sure I understand what you're saying, but chat for me is definitely moving a lot slower. Definitely. I mean, we could try 3 seconds and see. Do you guys want to try 3 seconds? If you want to try 3 seconds and see what that's like, put a 3 in chat. John says, now I do not have to stop the scroll to read. Yeah. Guys, when we do the Megaga, we're going to have to do probably a 15 to 20 second delay on the Megaga. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be absolutely insane. Okay, let's bump it to 3. I can turn it right back down in a second. Let's bump it to 3. Let's try 3. Let's see if it's a little bit better. Let's bump it to 3 seconds. Let's just try on this pair of pants. Pretend you're in Mervin's. Pretend you're in Mervin's with me. We're just trying on this little pair of pants here, a little 3 second pair of pants. Let's see how it goes. And guys, we're only 7 likes away. 7 likes away from a 300 like stream. So please keep smashing that like button as we are now out of the danger zone. Okay. We are now out of the danger zone, ladies and gentlemen. And silver's sitting above the 50. But under the 200 simple moving average, ladies and gentlemen, dare I say it, this is a sandwich. The simple moving averages are sandwiching silver, and they are sandwiching gold, ladies and gentlemen. What does that mean? It means they're hungry. Is it a ham sandwich? That's the question. Thank you, Chasing That Milk, for that golden poop. Okay, is 3 seconds too slow? If it's perfect, put perfect in chat. If it's too slow, put too slow. Let me know. Donna says we should do 2.75 seconds. I wish I could get rid of all the ahoys from Streamlabs. I'm gonna have to see if I can fix. I'm gonna have to see if I could fix Streamlabs so it doesn't come out with that. Okay, some people are saying it's too slow. Okay, I'm gonna go back to 2 seconds. I think 3 might be too slow. We're just trying to dial this in for you guys. The best experience ever. I think 2 second delay might be perfect. Let's just go there. Sorry, Dom. I know you want 3 seconds, but before this, it was no seconds, and you got 2. So I think that's a nice compromise. Okay. Don't give up, Dom. Don't give up. Thank you, Real Bill, for the golden poop. I appreciate it. Stream. Yeah, I'm going to see, guys, I'm going to see if I can make Streamlabs not message as much. If Streamlabs wasn't doing all the heist messaging, that would really help, because that's when chat goes really crazy. All the heist messaging it does. I wonder. Hold up. Let me see. Welcome, everyone, to the stream. I'm giving away 100 ounces of silver, 169 ounces of copper, and some gold. You got to subscribe and turn on those notifications. And, Ralph, if you could drop the links for the Mega Ga and the live stream in chat, make sure you guys check that out. Let's go here. Modules. Okay, heist. What happens if I just... What happens if I just take out the message? Let me see what happens here. Nope, it's required. So guys, after the stream, I'll see if I can make the bot not chat as much. That will help as well. Someone said timeout Streamlabs. I don't know if people know this, but you can pause your chat yourself. Yeah, I scroll chat myself. Early rare coins, I agree. Guys, this is what I do. Like, if you put your mouse over the chat, you just scroll. So this is how I pause it. I pause it there, I answer the question, then I go to the next one. So if it's terrorizing you, you can pop out chat or just put your mouse over it and literally scroll. So that is a compromise. Look at that, guys. Chasing that MILF. 1 million claws incoming at 910,000. Congratulations there. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying on X, formerly known as Twitter here. Look at this. Joe, or Jose, sorry, saying it's all there. Ladies and gentlemen, Jose is reporting from Fort Knox. All the gold is there. That's funny, Jose. Thank you, Sicilian, for putting out the live stream. Thank you, Blue Shadow, for putting out this day in Sound Money history. Thank you, Vince, saying we have been hearing this for months. Silver is being manipulated just like it has always been. We'll be lucky to get 70 this year. Vince, don't be so black pilled. If they still had full control, we would still be sub 20. Don't take the black pill. Literally, silver is at silver's holding above 50. The U.S. government's doing all this stuff for critical minerals, including silver. Don't be black pilled, ladies and gentlemen. Blue Shadow, thank you. If they had full control, we'd be under 20 still. Thank you, Lewis, for printing out the stream. I have money that says after the big week, silver will not break 70. Any takers? Vince, don't be black-pilled. Alan says, I watched this too. Is amazing TV it's amazing. I've invested in some of his tips. Nice, Alan. Chris Shimmick says, are you still stacking? Come learn where you should be. Crustaceans Unite. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, FGK, for putting that out. Okay, we're caught up there. Oh, look at this from Aaron. Watching now. So big shout out to Aaron Court, ladies and gentlemen, a crustacean watching now. Look at this potential bull flag we might be filling in. So he's saying here, let's see here. He's saying we may be filling in this bull flag. It looks like he's on the 1-day chart here. So you could see here, he's saying we may be entering this bull flag. So let's see if that happens, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for that. Okay, let's refresh the breaking news. So the next big news today, guys, is the bond market. Inflation is now higher in the United States than in Mexico for the first time in recent history, says bar chart. Wholesale prices were flat in July, below expectations. Eric Young's talking about that. Oh, that's for the PPI. I'm looking for any breaking gold and silver news. This is why, this is when to pile into uranium stocks. So North Star's talking about uranium. Wall Street zeroes in on pure play. U.S. attacks drone company. Let's take a look at what Rashad is saying, guys. One of our favorite technical analysts. I haven't covered him for a while till last night. Beautiful breakout in junior silver miner SILJ. That is nice. Silver's next minimum target is 71, following which a prolonged consolidation could start. Okay, that was back in June. That was set. Okay. Let's go back to the charts here. Let's see how many crustaceans are entered in this. 14,240 entries. That's probably about 900 crustaceans that are entered. As silver is starting to look a little bit hungry, it looks like it wants to get out of this simple moving average sandwich. Is it turkey? Is it peanut butter? I don't know, but silver wants out, and silver wants it now.
It's my silver, and I want it now.
It's my silver and I want it now.
My silver, and I want it now.
And ladies and gentlemen, Chris Shimmick has to hit the road. He's got to go to work. Chris Shimmick has International Stacker and Reckless Metals Tattoo. He is a hardcore crustacean. Drive safe, Chris Shimmick. We appreciate your support. Murphquake here says, I've never bought from them, but on Kitco's website this morning and on their banner at the top of the screen, they're saying that minimum order size. Oh, are they? That's big news. That's new. Okay, guys, we're seeing some issues. Let's see here. Yes, I'm using an ad blocker. Let's see. We got to go to their buying. Oh, right here, buy. Oh my goodness, look at this! It's happening! Ladies and gentlemen, $5,000 minimum on orders so we can keep delivering the same great service. So this is something we saw when the mania started last. Now here's the tea leaves. Here's the tea leaves. So we've got that with Kitco. I'm going to write a post on this after the stream. Kitco put that out. Yesterday or the day before, another online bullion dealer was offering $20 over spot for Libertad's. And then another one, I forget who, I got to go look. Maybe it was APMEX, was messaging people wanting to buy American Silver Eagles. Ladies and gentlemen, is it starting? Well, if it's starting, the one place you can go to, and they're not going to do that to you, is going to be HeroBullion.com. Ladies and gentlemen, proud sponsor of the channel. I appreciate it so much. They've got a starter pack, 5 ounces of silver with the security radio lines minted by Elemental at spot price, $325.64 shipped straight to you. No shipping charge, and an orange satchel, ladies and gentlemen. Pick it up. It is a great deal. They've also got deals here. They got silver at and below spot on some sweet 90% silver. They've also got gold on sale. They've also got this 10-ounce Buffalo only 79 cents over spot. And while all the other big online bullion dealers were charging you guys $5,000 minimum, $10,000 minimum, some were saying free shipping's not till $1,000. Hero Bullion never did any of that, ladies and gentlemen. So as we start to see, if it starts to unfurl like last time, when we see more and more bullion dealers saying, You got to spend more with us to get your gold and silver. Watch Hero Bullion. They didn't do it on the last run-up, and I doubt they will this time. So that is why I partnered with them. I really appreciate their support. And I wouldn't recommend something that I don't believe in. I don't buy. HeroBullion.com. Don't sleep on them, guys. They're amazing. And Jake, the CEO, will have him on the channel again soon for another Behind the Stack interview. And don't forget, we got Lynette Zane coming up here and next month. Where was I going with that? I was going to make a point. Hero Bullion, Jake, coming on. I don't remember the point I was going to make, but I do know that... Oh, yeah. He was one of the creators of Provident Metals. You know Zombucks? That's one of his designs. I used to love Provident Metals. It was my favorite company, and then they sold to a big bank and kind of lost, I think, some of the personal customer service touches. When Jake left, he started up Hero Bullion, and basically it's the same culture as Provident, but I think even better. And ladies and gentlemen, what's better than a BGC, a big green candle that's starting to form here on silver, going up to 65.17. Our next target's going to be 65.46. Let's see if we could get that. And Devin says, I love that Hero gives free shipping on only 150. Yeah, that's something that increases as it gets tighter, guys. Other bullion dealers increase that to try to weed out this data. Like, think about that. They will make it more expensive and harder for small people, not the whales, not the fat cats, not the well-heeled. Like, think about it. You have to spend $1,000 for us to give you free shipping or for us to take your order. Meanwhile, Hero Bullion's like, yeah, buy 2 ounces of silver, we'll ship it to you for free. That's a class act, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I partner with them. Thank you, Northstar Northstar Stacker, saying Turkey sold off some of its gold reserves. Oh, Turkey, the country. Let's see. Turkey sold. I thought you were making a sandwich joke about my sandwich earlier. I know that happened earlier this year. Let's see if it's I'll look that up after the stream. Thank you, Northstar. Thank you. Akil, thank you for the jewels. And ladies and gentlemen, we got 700 people on as we are pushing higher on silver on a BGC, a big green candle, 65.22. Gold starting to get on the move as well, ladies and gentlemen, 4,395. What's in store for us? I don't know, but there's nowhere in the world I'd rather be than with you, the Crustacean Nation. And ladies and gentlemen, go nowhere. In just 10 minutes, we're going to see the Shanghai Future Exchange open up. It closed at $73.06. What's going to happen when Shanghai goes live? Ladies and gentlemen, you may need to buckle up. Woo! Jimmy Reefer says, because we become good friends, if it was your golden ticket code, so if you could give me that, that would be great. Jimmy Reefer!
How dare you?
You ain't getting that golden ticket code, Jimmy Reefer. Crystal and Akil, thank you for the jewels. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got 750 people on right now. We've got 343 likes. We're 55 likes away from a 400 like stream. I know we can do it. I believe we can do it. So please smash that like button. The next 55 people to do it are going to get good luck for 17 months.
It's science.
And don't forget, if you're just joining me, I am giving away 100 ounces of silver, 169 ounces of copper, and some gold in my upcoming mega giveaway. Look at, I'm giving away these coin scopes, a bunch of stuff, pocket pingers. So make sure you subscribe and turn on those notifications. Enter it. We've got 14,277 entries right now in the Mega as silver is poised to go even higher towards our next target of 65.46. And Shanghai is opening now in just 9 minutes. Wow. Thank you, AC Stacker, for smashing that like button. We're now 32 away from 400. I know we could do it. Oh. Yeah. Sorry, that was a stretch. That was a stretch. Now, guys, if you think you've got what it takes to battle the bankers, if you think you've got a hard shell, the 40-second battle crab might be a place for you.
When the line breaks and when the enemy thinks the fight is over, the 40-second answers. We don't hold the line. We are the line. Think you've got the shell for it? Think you can stand when the charts are falling and the ground is shaking? Then the 40-second has a place for you. Join us and become the nightmare the bankers fear most.
I love that. Become the nightmare the bankers fear most. I love that. Ladies and gentlemen, we are accelerating here with silver. What in the world is going on? Well, we got some double bullish news today with the PPI and the jobless claims. We got two more today. What's next? So those are both bullish. There's no Federal Reserve speakers today that I know of. Okay, so the last thing is at 1 p.m. If this 30-year bond auction, if there's strong demand, ladies and gentlemen, all I can say is buckle up. Hoya Guru, thank you for gifting that membership. Thank you so much. Vivid Reality says, I lost my chaps, but can I still be in the chaps brigade? You certainly can. You certainly can. Look at that guy, Soup Sage Flybaby, who got soup on the soup pedestal. The quickest soup ever, under a minute, said the 42nd, we are the line. And again, thank you, Hoya Guru. That membership went to Bellows Forge. Congratulations, Bellows Forge. Wow. Chances for a rate hike changed it again. 68 hold, 32 rise. Thank you for that, radio. Yeah, it keeps dropping. Jimmy Reefer says, do we have to register for selective crab draft, or are we automatically registered on our 18th molt? That is so funny. Jimmy Reefer, you are automatically registered on your 18th molt. Yes, that is funny. You guys crack me up. That might be the comment of the stream so far. I don't know. We're 15 likes away from a 400 like stream. I know we could do it. The next 15 people to smash like are going to get good luck for 14 months.
It's science.
Now. Hold up. Wait a minute. I got to. Okay. Hypothetically, and the first person to answer this, hypothetically, if I offered you this 1 ounce silver bar for $40, would you buy it? If I offered you this 1 ounce silver bar right now for $40, would you buy it? Well, if you said you would buy it, you would have been scammed. This was sent to me by one of you. This is a fake silver bar. I get stuff all the time from you guys, crustaceans, folks out there watching that get scammed. Ladies and gentlemen, don't be a statistic. You need to whack your stack. Fakes are getting so bad. Can you tell me which one of these Morgan silver dollars is fake? Which of these Mercury dimes is real and fake? Is this slabbed American silver eagle real? Look at this 90% Milwaukee Liberty. Ladies and gentlemen, all of those coins except this one, plated in gold, were fake. Either you can spend $3,500 plus on a Sigma Metalytics Verifier Pro, or you can invest in something that one of the Crustacean Nation created. It is the Pocket Pinger by Sound Money. Passed. That was the real one. Failed. That Walking Liberty. Failed. Ladies and gentlemen, it's only $38. Link is in the description below. You get the Pocket Pinger. You get the stick. You get access to the free phone application. It's literal science. $38 can protect you from a fake silver coin, a fake gold coin, even fake silver bars, and 90%. And it helps support the channel too. So thank you so much. Click the link below. I believe it's mandatory for all stackers, and it's only $38. Protect your stack now. Whack your stack! You gotta whack it. Okay, I'm pinning the link to that in chat. You guys, pick up your Pocket Pingers. For sure, you gotta pick it up. I just did a clandestine Raptor run, by the way. I just refilled my Mrs. International Stacker coffee. That's how I get my secret breaks. When I play that, just imagine me. Now, I do something here on the channel called a Raptor run, and it's how I do things quickly so I can keep the stream going. So what I do, as a matter of fact, I have a better way to explain this. Some of you might know about him. His name is Dino Stacker, and I got a video coming out of the Hidden Horde in Springfield, Illinois, and we met him there, and I taught him how to do the Raptor run live. So let's watch that. Let's watch that. I need you to bring your arms up to the center of your body and put them kind of like T-Rex arms, kind of like on your t-shirt that day, okay? Now I need you to roll, kind of lean forward on the balls of your feet. Now your center of gravity is set just like a velociraptor. And when you run, you're almost going to trot. So if you trot across the floor, that's exactly how a raptor runs. And that's how I do my raptor runs. That was Dino Stacker Raptor running live, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. That was Dino Stacker Raptor running. I shift my, the sound was non-existent. Ah! Sorry about the volume. I'll fix it. But anyways, what I do is I shift my, so I bring my hands up to the core of my body, okay, like a T-Rex. I shift forward on the balls of my feet, shifting my center of gravity forward, and then I trot through the house. Called the Raptor Run. That's how I get things done quick around here. That's how I do my quick clandestine coffee Raptor runs. But I'm going to put that clip into my software here so the volume will be loud in the future. But if you love Dino Stacker, he could be watching right now. Put a dino in chat. No, the bounty got found. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you go to my website, internationaltacker.com, and you click the Hidden Horde, I'm hiding 5-ounce silver bars around the nation and the world, sponsored by HeroBullion.com. 5 ounces were found in Dahlonega, Georgia by Littlefoot Silver Stacker, 5 in Knoxville by East Tennessee Stacker, 5 at the Orlando Fun Show by Sage Fly, baby. 5 in Springfield was found by Ben Bateman. I'm having a subscriber meet and greet. I'm giving away silver and swag at the A&A Coin Show on August 27th. Inside the show, at the end of that meet and greet, I will be posting live the Hidden Horde hunt, which will be inside the Coin Show. So fill out the form here. Go to my website, Hidden Horde. Fill out the form here if you want more information on Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm adding more stops soon. I'm thinking Texas. I'm thinking North Carolina. I'm thinking Canada. I'm thinking Australia and New Zealand. So make sure you follow that page for future Hidden Hordes. Okay, silver's pushing higher here, guys. This is, I'm about to give you your 1 minute warning. 1 minute warning for the Shanghai Future Exchange Market Open. So we are going vertical here, ladies and gentlemen. This could be an explosive opening. Go nowhere. Smash the like button if you're having fun. Ladies and gentlemen, it's about to go down. I'm issuing a danger zone alert. Here we go. BGC on silver, 65.35. Headed for our next target of 65.46. So let's look. Shanghai closed at 73.06. Let's just round down to 73. We're at 65. So 65. So 66, 970, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. We're at a we're at a $7 and like 20-cent premium. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we're gonna gap up. I'm Team Green. If you're with me, put green in chat. Put Team Green in chat. Put a B, a G, C in chat. But ladies and gentlemen, I do think we're going to be gapping up on the Shanghai Futures Exchange. And if I'm wrong, boy, is my face going to be red as silver's pushing higher on the COMEX. Gold is starting to push higher on the COMEX. What's going to happen when Shanghai opens, ladies and gentlemen? We're about to find out right now. Here we go. I'm going to be counting it down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the market is open. It's a gap up bigger than I thought. Look at that. 73.64, ladies and gentlemen. Boys and girls, Team Green, if you're Team Green, you just won good luck for 745,000 years.
It's science.
But the luck is non-transferable. So if you don't live to 7,000 and what did I say, 700,040, I'm sorry. It's non-transferable. But just know you got luck for that long. As silver's right here at 73.55 on the Shanghai. Immediate red candle on the COMEX. But something tells me we ain't going to take it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Gold to silver ratio keeps trending downwards here. 67.37 ounces of silver for every ounce of gold. We're going to let this marinate a little bit. Let's see what you guys are saying on X, formerly known as Twitter. And guys, please do make sure to follow me here, INTL Stacker. I put out breaking news all day, every day. So even when I'm not live, you could come here and get information. And we did recently break 10,000 followers, so I really appreciate that. All right. Kobayashi letter saying breaking. I thought I was following you. Says breaking. July PPI inflation falls to 4.7 below expectations. Core 4.2 in line with expectations. Month over month was flat. The odds of rate hikes are declining further. Thank you, Real Bill, for the jewels. And Alan says over $8 premium. Now that's bullish. Yeah, I wonder if the premium's going to expand. Guys, remember, it was like a $20 premium. Then it went to around a $15 premium, then a $10. We've been running 7. Are we going to be at $8 premium now? I think we might be shifting back. Thank you, Real Bill, for those jewels. Wow. So I will be putting out a post today after 1 p.m. And why is that? Because 1 p.m. is going to be the last weekly watch out here you can find on my news and blog. And that is going to be the 30-year Treasury auction. Where are you? Right here. The 30-year Treasury bond auction is at 1 p.m. Eastern. After that, I'll be putting out a post on all of the watch out situations for today. This could be another sleeper event, ladies and gentlemen. Long-duration Treasury demand gives us a direct look at investors' willingness to hold U.S. government debt for decades. In simple terms, the government is selling 30-year bonds to raise money, and the auction results show how much interest investors demand to lock in their money for up to 30 years. Bullish for gold and silver, a strong demand. 30-year yield rates will decline. Real yields will fall. What would be bearish is the opposite. Weak demand, auction tails badly. Long-term yields spike. Ladies and gentlemen, a weak 30-year auction following hot inflation could be an ugly combination for precious metals in the short term and if yields surge. As strong auction following cooler inflation could produce the exact opposite setup. And that, I think, is what we're about to see, ladies and gentlemen, because we had cool inflation steady for the CPI, cool inflation for the PPI. If we've got a strong demand here, ladies and gentlemen, buckle up. Go back here. Thank you, Jeff Stout, for gifting those 5 memberships. That went to Steve, it went to Sandra, it went to the Holdy, it went to Dave, and it went to Pammy. Congratulations. Check out your new custom channel member emojis. And remember, channel members get access to the channel member-only live streams here on YouTube in the War Room. What happens in the War Room stays in the War Room. Clothing is not optional. And the next War Room, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be Friday evening after market close. Thank you to Jemmy for the Jewels of Laughing Disco Ball. I do appreciate that. Oxby says definitely inverted head and shoulders pattern. Oxby, what chart? Tell me what chart and I'll go look at it. Which chart? 1 day? Thank you, Jerry, for the jewels. Fakes are everywhere. Hair Club for Men has COMEX. There you go. There you go, Sicilian. Look at that, guys. Mike D is saying silver and gold are going to the moon, I think. Jimmy Reefer says, I bought you a puppy. If it's the cutest puppy I've ever seen, her name is Precious, the Metals pup. Now, if you don't give me a golden ticket code, I will smelt the puppy. No, do not smelt it. Do not smelt the puppy.
How dare you?
Chopper Scott says the stacker, formerly known as Mr. Fowler, had to switch his shells. Guys, Mr. Fowler has become Chopper Scott NC. Well, thank you for that. And also thank you to William Posey for gifting a membership. That went to John. Congratulations, John. XAG, yeah, I'm on XAG USD, but on which chart? The 5 minute, the 1 hour, the 1 week, the day? Let's just look. Let's just look. Let's go to the 1 day. I mean, that could be it on the 1 day. Hey, look, here's the left shoulder. Here's the head. The right shoulder usually needs to be higher than the left shoulder. Like, watch. Inverse head and shoulders. Let me show you guys what like a very clean one would look like. So here's a very clean. Here's a very clean inverse head and shoulders. Left shoulder, see the right shoulder higher and the head. So let's look here. Let's look here. Left head, right. Maybe. Maybe. Let's go further. Let's go to the 1 week. Not there. Let's go to the 1 month. Let's go to the 1 hour. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. What do you guys think? 2 new contracts for 4,700 gold. Nice, Ratai. Definitely a kangaroo chart, says Tank. 4 hour chart. Okay, let's go to the 4 hour. Here? I mean, that could be one here. And then look, it gapped up there. I don't know. I don't know. We're out to see, guys. We're out to see how this materializes. But what I can tell you is we're going towards our next target here, 65.46. It's a head and shoulder running off the support line. Same as the cup and handle pattern for silver time running on a leveling. Well, thank you, 91 Yates. Victor says, I got the technical analysis is a thing, but to me it feels like people playing around with charts. I mean, technical analysis is a thing, and it's definitely important. But remember, right now we're in a situation where what's moving the metals market more than technical analysis is actually headlines, tweets, posts, geopolitics. That's the big mover right now. Alan J. Pratt says, oh man, I wanted one of your bumper stickers for my new car after you showed them, but it's $20 shipping. Not to dig it, but man, where are you shipping to, Alan? Oh wait, you're in Scotland. So here's the thing, Alan. I did get a bunch of bumper stickers. I'm gonna be giving them away. Some of them away during the Mega Gaw. Some on the meet and greets. So Alan, let's see if you win a prize on the Mega Gaw, and if so, remind me, and I'll throw a bumper sticker in there for you. How does that sound? But yeah, shipping international is no joke. If you don't mind it being folded in half too, Alan, I could fold it in half and put it in a regular letter envelope and send you one. What do you think about that, Alan? I could fold it in half or fold it in a way to where it fits in a regular envelope and then put some stamps on there. What do you think about that? If you're interested in that, Alan, I would love to get a bumper sticker of the Crustacean Nation out there in Scotland. Email me, internationalstacker@gmail.com. That's why it's $20 to ship it, probably, from the company, the fulfillment company, because, you know, they've got to put it in a hard, long, slender thing so it doesn't get smashed. Okay. Let's go here. Look at this. Bought this beep coin back in 2013, and I'm down 50%. That's total. This is totally true. This is totally true. Like a meme coin, they call them SHIT coins, a meme coin. Literally, you buy it, it goes down 50%. Like, that's literally what's happened to our dollar. Yeah, the sticker is large. It's got large talons. Look at this. It's almost my entire forearm. The sticker is large. Hold the bumper sticker in front of the camera so we get a screenshot. There you go, Crustacean Nation. Okay, we're good there. Let's go here. Okay, guys, go nowhere. The next shoe to drop here is the U.S. stock market. Let's check here. Dow Jones Future. Up 181 points. Oh, my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. This might be a very interesting opening here. Regata says charts and stats are always like driving, looking in the rearview mirror. Actually, supply, demand, and refiners, backlog, central banks, and declining. Yeah, it's only a piece of the puzzle. I totally agree. I totally agree with you. Okay, let's close that. Let's go back to here, see breaking news. Futures rise just under record high ahead of PPI report. Oh, what was the... Okay, Dow Jones. What was the all-time high? 54,000... On August 5th, it was 54,343. And then 50 for the close. 54,744 for the intraday. So let's go back here. Yeah, guys, we're close to all-time high in the stock market right now. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wee-wee-woo-woo. Ladies and gentlemen, we got 700 people on the stream, and we are just 11 likes away from 450. The next 11 people to smash like are going to get good luck for 17 months.
It's science.
Woo! Okay, I'm checking in. How is it with the 2-second slow mode? Is it way better? Is it a little better? Is it baby better or mega better? Let me know. Silver Star, thank you for that super chat saying my favorite song, Chasing That MILF. Thank you, Silver Star. I'm glad you like it. Guys, if you like my music, you can listen to it anytime, day or night, on Apple Music, iTunes, Spotify, Pandora. It's everywhere. Just search International Stackers the Artist and rock the day away. DH Junkie says, do you ever scuba dive there in the Keys? Nah. I've been scuba diving before in the Red Sea in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, but never here. Crystal, thank you for the jewels. What's this? Bank of Japan. Uh-oh. Fed's hammock. If it takes another 3 or 4 years to get to 2% inflation, can the public wait? Guys, I covered her the other day. She is so hard pushing for a Fed rate hike. She is so hard pushing for another Fed rate hike. So I'll do a story on that after the stream. She wants it so badly. I covered her like on the 5th. On the 5th, she was out saying some stuff. The monthly support trend line held for silver at the first retest. So, guys, this is the 45-year cup and handle that we broke out of. And by the way, 45-year cup and handles, not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet with crabs. These don't resolve in months. They don't resolve in months. They take longer, and it looks like, supposedly per this chart here, that we did not even touch it. This support line held during this recent retest. So I'll look into that more, and if so, I'll do a post on it. Let's go back to the chart. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, go nowhere. We're just 16 minutes away. 16 minutes away from the stock market opening here. What's going to happen? We're going to find out together. We are just 36 likes away from a 500 like stream. I know we could do that. So if you're having fun, smash the like button. The next 36 people to do it are going to get good luck for 4 months.
It's science.
Okay, I've got a rap to run desperately. I will be right back. I'll be right back. Somebody time me. I'm going to be right back. Don't go anywhere. Smash the like button. I'll be right back in 3, 2, 1. I'm back. Woo! Sorry, guys. Sorry, I got to critical mass. That went from I think I can make it to it's an emergency real quick. That misses International Stacker Coffee, I'll tell you. As silver's on a green candle here, 65.27. And here's the important thing, ladies and gentlemen. We have retaken that 250-day simple moving average here. Not the COMEX. The Dow Jones is up 175 points pre-market. Gold's doing a bit of crab walking right now. Thank you, Jolene, for the golden poop. Have you had your prostate checked, says Real Bill. That was not a prostate issue. We are now down to 67.34 ounces of silver for every ounce of gold, ladies and gentlemen. And the Shanghai Futures Exchange sitting right at $73.50. Did you eat the lettuce? No. I did not eat the lettuce. Trying to find any breaking news for you guys before we go here to the Dow Jones Open. Thank you, Cargo Bob, for the jewels. Poor Cargo Bob came down to Key West and he left with crabs. You don't believe me? Hear it from him.
Some guy on the internet just gave me crabs.
And you I smoked the lettuce. AG47, no devil's lettuce.
How dare you?
Future Moto says, did you flush twice? It's a long way to the COMEX building. Poor Mortimer in the COMEX. Well, look at this. UAE has released $2 billion of Iran's frozen assets held in UAE banks, including 2 tons of gold, worth $283 million. Like, here's an example. Like, this is not a pro-Iran statement, okay? But had they held their own gold, they would have had it when they needed it. But they had their gold in the UAE. So this just goes to show the point on if you don't hold it, you truly don't own it. Everything between you and your metals is more counterparty risk that you're introducing in there. No music. There's music. Can you guys hear the music? Does it need to go a little louder? Is that better? Can you hear the music now? Oh, this is a German silver coin. Let's go back to the charts. The Selfish Stacker, thank you so much for the super chat saying, silver stackers are never alone with International Stacker. We love the GOAT shipping funds. Thank you so much, Selfish Stacker. Thank you. You are mega. Wow. Jimmy Reefer says, I'll be trying new stacking technique this week, and I'll stand in the corner near a coin show and a sign that says, bet you can't hit me with the silver bar. Easy money. That's funny. That is funny. Man, it would be fun. Do you guys have... Okay, so I'm going to be at the coin show. What would be some funny, like, viral videos to do there? Like, I had not thought about this till now, but that's really funny you said that, Jimmy Reefer. What's something I could actually do that would be funny and work? That's the question. That's the question. Oh, my bad. I can hear the music on my phone, but not the desktop. Okay, good. And ladies and gentlemen, you're not going to believe this. We're only 20 likes away from a 500 like stream. I know we could do it. The next 20 people to smash like are going to get good luck for 17 months.
It's science.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have the Megagog going. 100 ounces of silver, 169 ounces of copper, and some gold. You got to sign up for the Megagog. One of the mods will put the link in chat here in about 10 seconds. And then after you sign up for the Megagog, you got to go watch this entry video. Watch it in its entirety because somewhere in this is a hidden password that gives you an advantage. After that, go here to the live stream, click notify me, and click the like button. Every year people miss the Megagog. Every year they miss it. Hey. And I get the messages. So don't become a statistic. 261 of you are not going to miss it. So make sure you do those two things right now. Ralph Ramsey put the commands in chat. The bot just dropped the links for you. Okay, we are just 6.5 minutes away from the stock market opening here. We're up 159 points. And let's look here. Let's see the total entries now are. 14,335 as more crustaceans are entering to win. DH Junkie, how to invest physical PMs in a 401k so that I can take advantage of the company's match. You have to do a self-directed IRA to do physical metals. DH Junkie, so if you want to do physical metals, you have to do a self-directed IRA. Just be careful. There's good companies out there. There's bad companies out there. If the company's trying to sell you a bunch of high premium, super high premium, limited coins, don't fall for it. Go for generic silver, American Silver Eagles and stuff like that. But I don't know if the company... I'm not sure how the match works for physical self-directed IRA. But otherwise, you could do stuff like SILJ. So again, guys, I did not get into the paper market until my physical stack was to a point where I liked it. But if you go to my website, DH Junkie, and you scroll down below this, I have the different companies I invest in. You would have to do an ETF. So SILJ is a good one. It's Eric Sprott. Again, all these companies could go to zero. Do your own research. Not a financial advisor. But I like SILJ. SILJY has a dividend, but I think SILJ would probably be available on your IRA, your 401k you have going. I'm not a fan of... oh, come on. What is it? SIL. I'm not a fan of SIL. But I do like SILJ. So each one of these companies you see here, I'm personally invested in. So we'll see how this market goes today. But yeah, you'd probably have to do something like SILJ would be my guess. Again, not a financial advisor. Do your own research. Okay. Let's go here, see what you guys are saying on X, formerly known as Twitter. Oh, look at this. China's state bank bar fund to be... Okay, thank you, Gary. I will watch this after the stream and possibly do a post on it. Someone's asking, what do I... SoFly Innovation Ninja saying, what do you think about uranium glass? I don't know anything about uranium glass, but I do know a thing or two about uranium. And I am invested in... This is not advice. I'm invested in Uranium Energy Corp, UEC. I've been invested in them for... I think I got into them back here. I made a video of them. I made a video on UEC somewhere back here and got invested back then. But I'm invested in UEC and UROY, Uranium Royalty Corp. I do like royalty companies. I'm in GROY as well, which is a gold royalty corporation. Anyways, my thought process is get happy in physical gold and silver before you dip your toe in the paper market. But I was thinking like, well, I'm fairly happy with my stack. It's never going to be done. I'm going to keep stacking. Don't get me wrong. But if gold and silver are going to do what I think they're going to do, where can I get some additional like upside potential? So that's why I did that. Thank you to Lisa Anderson being a crab cadet for 7 months saying thank you. Well, thank you. Regatta says you can do a solo K if you're self-employed. Sprott and Aberbean have allocated physical, but there's still counterparty. Yeah, there's always going to be counterparty risk when you're in the paper market for sure. Guys, Future Motive has to go mow the lawn. Have fun, Future Motive. You can always put it on a earpod, Future Motive. You don't have to leave. You can be here in spirit. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are just 2.5 minutes away from the stock market opening. It is up about 159 points today. Are we going to make an all-time high in the stock market today? We're going to find out here in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Go nowhere. Keep smashing that like button, ladies and gentlemen. We're 49 away from 550 likes. Thank you so much. The next 49 people to smash like are going to get good luck for 14 months.
It's science.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I hate to say it, but what does this look like to you right here? Oh my goodness. Okay, we're going to keep watching here. Silver right now is really rebounded from this morning. We were down here. Now we're up here. We're only down 0.28% now on silver. Back above the 50 and 200 simple moving average. Barely above the 200. Gold, we're down 0.47%. Trying to stay above that 50, trying to get that 200. So we'll see what happens when the stock market opens here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to switch gold to the Dow Jones. I'm going to put this little chicken-raff like that. I'm going to go bada bing, bada boom. We're going to see what happens here. Any tips on magnet miners? I've been looking for a stock. No. If you find a good one, Alan, let me know. That's just something I haven't looked in. But yeah, rare earths and magnets are going to continue to be a bigger thing. So it probably would be a good play. Soup John says, if the stock market goes up, I'll put on my pants.
How dare you?
Oh my goodness, Soup John. Somebody says, kill that shark. Paddington says, kill the shark. Woo! If you're just joining me, I'm giving away over 100 ounces of silver, 169 ounces of copper, and some gold. Enter my Megaga. It's the last video I posted here. Enter it. I also say a secret code in that video that gives you an advantage, so make sure to check it. Chopper Scott, North Carolina says, my golden ticket somehow got folded, and the scanners are not accepting my code. Can you please send me another one? Thanks in advance. Passes it back to Jimmy Reefer. Poor Chopper. Can we have a goblin, please? Sure, here you go.
Mega!
There you go. Alan J. Pratt says, yeah, agreed. I've just not been able to find anything I like. Yeah. I just don't have the time to look at it, guys. I'm so busy with gold and silver. I don't have time. I ain't got time for that. Okay, we are opening strong here on the Dow Jones. Let's give it a second here, like 30 seconds to marinate and see what's actually happening. But we do have a BGC. We've got a corresponding green candle here on the silver. Let's give it 30 seconds to marinate, and then we're going to try to decipher the tea leaves, ladies and gentlemen. Let me take a sip of this Mrs. International Stacker coffee. I always try to let it settle for like 30 seconds before I get like really into it. Okay. So we got a BGC on the stock market. Dow Jones is up 165 points. S&P's up 17. NASDAQ's up 44. DXY's down at 0.1%. Bond yields are all down across the board. And guys, right here, the US 30 is a big deal today. We're going to see what happens with that 30-year auction. So the Dow Jones is going higher. We had a bit of a BRC with silver, but now silver looks like it's starting to rebound. Oil all across the board is down about 2%, 2.5%. All in the low 80s except for Brent, of course, that always runs hotter. VIX is down 0.82, 0.75% essentially. So we're going to continue to see what happens here as the Dow Jones is wanting to break above that 54,000 level right here. Woo! Let's see what you guys are saying on X, formerly known as Twitter. Criminal bankers are attacking the metals before open. What else is new, Silverchick, right? Here's what I say, guys. Don't get upset. The bankers, what are they going to do? The bankers are going to bank. It's just another opportunity for us to acquire more, in my personal non-financial advisor opinion. Just some dude on the internet with crabs. Okay. I'm just looking for any breaking news. Give me a second here. I think we've covered all of this. Okay, I think there's nothing really breaking here. What is this? No. Okay. Okay. So what's the verdict? Do you guys like the 2-second slowdown? Do you want it to stay? If you want it to stay, say keep it. If you want it to go, say go. If you want it to be 3 seconds, put a 3 in chat. Let me see right now. Gary U says, my golden ticket was lost in a boating accident. Please email me a replacement.
How dare you?
Okay, you guys like it. Okay. We'll try this for a little bit and then we'll readjust. If we need more in the future, we'll make it more. If we need less, we'll make it less. But during the Mega Gaw, it's going to be at least a 15-second. I might do more. What do you guys think I should do during the Mega Gaw? Now, the bot is going to be off completely during the Mega Gaw. There's going to be no messages. There's going to be no mini games. I'm going to use the bot for the giveaways, though. That's why so it's only going to be people. But I'm thinking we're going to have thousands of people in that stream. So I'm thinking a 15-seconder, maybe up to 30 seconds. What do you guys think? Now, guys, you got to enter. But this is for the top 3 points. So even if you show up just to the live stream, you can still win. So that entry is for the top 3 grand prizes, but you can still win during the Mega Gaw. I think you should give away a 100-ounce bar, says SGT. Ladies and gentlemen, SGT Stacking just said he's sending us a 100-ounce bar to give. Oh, thank you, SGT. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Dell says tens of thousands of. I don't think it will be that. I think it will be a couple, maybe 2,000 people would be my guess. Now, if silver price is raging at the same time, then we could have like 10,000 people. We could. But if silver price is just doing what it's doing now, I think we have 2,000 people. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. I do appreciate it. Remember, I got a bunch of cool merch like this bumper sticker at the website. So check out internationalstacker.com. Go to shop. Check out all the fun stuff. Thank you so much. I'll be live tonight at 5:30 p.m. Eastern. We're going to cover the COMEX Open. I'll be posting news all day long on X. Follow me there, INTL Stacker. Thank you all so much. Smash the like button on your way out. Enter the Mega Gaw, and for the love of God, go click notify me and like the live stream so you don't miss it. Thank you all so much. And I guess I'll say, CYO, Tito, catch ya on the next one. Woo!